We're here in Marmaris, Turkey, getting ready for the start of Stage 5 of the Tour of Turkey, talking with Kevin Fields, the director for Team SpiderTech. Kevin, what are you looking for today? And I mean, yesterday was, I talked to Steve and he said it was expected to be pretty aggressive. Are you expecting more of the same today, or you think everyone's a little tired, they might actually slow down a little bit?
Well, I think it's either or, and my gut tells me that today is going to be a lot more like yesterday than more of a traditional day where we'll see a breakaway go and stabilize the race. So we actually looked at the race today and the situation, and we sort of looked at three sort of key parts of today's stage, and I just think it's going to be pretty much gangbusters all day long. So right from the beginning, I think that the bigger teams here, and especially Astana, who have three guys in key position, are going to keep trying to put pressure on the race leader because I think they saw some weaknesses in his team and his ability to potentially defend the race. So I think between the teams that have guys in contention, they're going to be looking to sort of like isolate and weaken the Turku team and really sort of expose Gabrovski and get him out there isolated so they can just keep throwing attacks at him. And it's going to happen at the beginning, right in the middle around that Cat 2, and then in the like a little bit further on towards the end. It's not, the climbs aren't super big in the absolute final, but they're definitely big enough, and they come in with enough succession that there could be a lot of damage. So I just think today's just going to have three very key aggressive parts of the race that's just going to make the whole day really long, hard, and difficult for everyone out there.
And your guys, I mean, some of them were suffering pretty hard yesterday. Will finished with the front group and maintained his 10th, but the other guys looked like they were having a little bit of trouble on some of those climbs.
Yeah, I think, you know, for sure, like with Mart and Simo, they're bigger guys, and they're obviously going to struggle on some of these courses. I think Ryan just passed a bad day, and we really hope that Ryan's going to be a little bit more in the fray with Will and Hugo today. And Pat is just, you know, he's just coming back from mono, so Pat's still a little bit off form, and he's definitely not the same Pat that we would normally have in a race like this. And he's also suffering, like a lot of guys in our team. We're all kind of caught some colds in our last little stretch in France, and so Pat's right in the middle of his cold, so he could come around today or he could still be weak. But I think today, like, all the guys are definitely very, very motivated to try to stay with Will as much as possible. So I think between Pat and Ryan, we'll see a few more guys up there with Will longer into the day today than yesterday.
So your predictions, remembering that this will be posted after the stage, your predictions today, are we going to see another bunch sprint, or is it going to be pretty broken up?
I think ultimately we're going to have another bunch sprint today. So I think that some of the stronger guys, like, I think there's going to be, it'll look really dangerous in the final 30K, and it'll look like things might finish differently, but ultimately I think it's all going to get sort of clawed back together, and we're going to see, you know, maybe a guy like Goss win the stage today, you know, because I think he's in tremendous form, and he's getting over the hills really, really well, and that's what I think. We'll see another sort of 40-man group, and I'm going to go for Goss for the victory.
Okay, so wait and see how your prediction is.
Okay, yeah.